What does it mean to reclaim authorship over your own story? Too often, outside voices attempt to define who we are, shaping our identities through stereotypes and imposed narratives. These external perceptions can overshadow our truths, limiting the ways we see ourselves and how we are seen by others. But what if self-definition is not just an act of expression, but a powerful form of resistance? By challenging these imposed narratives, we open the door to authenticity and agency. In this journey, we explore how taking control of our stories can transform both our lives and the world around us. In the mystical land of Chronicles, a young girl named Zuri stands at the heart of a timeless story. Upon her head rests the crown, a powerful symbol of her inherent worth and dignity. This crown is not bestowed by others, nor can it be taken away. It is a part of who Zuri is. Yet, in Chronicles, there exists a force known as the narrative. It weaves stories and shapes how people see themselves and each other, sometimes distorting the truth of their value. For Zuri, the journey begins with understanding that her worth is not defined by the narrative, but by the unchanging presence of her crown. The narrative manifests as a persistent echo, reverberating with limiting beliefs and stereotypes that have been ingrained over time. For Zuri, it takes the form of a shadow, an ever-present companion that trails her every step. This shadow whispers doubts and reinforces the boundaries others have set for her, subtly shaping how she views herself and her potential. It is not always loud or overt, but its influence is constant, coloring her thoughts and decisions. As Zuri moves through her world, the narrative's presence becomes an internalized force, making it difficult for her to distinguish between her true self and the expectations imposed upon her. The shadow's grip is both familiar and confining, quietly dictating the limits of her self-perception. Zuri finds herself locked in a constant battle with the shadow, a force that whispers negative scripts into her mind. Each time she reacts to these thoughts, whether by arguing with them or trying to push them away, she feels their grip tighten. The more she struggles, the more entangled she becomes, as if her resistance only feeds the shadow's strength. This cycle leaves her feeling drained and powerless, her energy sapped by the relentless internal conflict. Over time, Zuri begins to notice that her attempts to fight back are not bringing relief, but instead deepening her exhaustion. The shadow thrives on her reactions, growing more persistent with every effort she makes to silence it. The elder imparts a profound insight. The shadow draws its strength not from truth, but from the attention we give it. It thrives when we focus on it, feeding on our fears and doubts. Yet this power is not absolute. By recognizing the source of the shadow's influence, we begin to understand the importance of authorship in our own lives. Each of us holds the ability to shape our personal narrative, choosing which voices to amplify and which to quiet. With the right tools, reflection, intention, and self-awareness, we can reclaim our story, guiding it toward authenticity and resilience. Zuri picks up her pen and starts to craft her own narrative, choosing to center her journey on resilience rather than sorrow. As she writes, her crown glows brighter, symbolizing newfound confidence and self-worth. The shadow, once looming and powerful, begins to fade, unable to withstand the light of her self-determination. Through this act of self-authorship, Zuri reclaims her story, demonstrating how personal agency can transform even the darkest moments. Her transformation highlights the profound impact of embracing one's own voice and direction. The narrative can be understood as the collection of stereotypes and limiting scripts that society imposes on individuals. These stories often shape how we see ourselves and what we believe we can achieve. When internalized, the narrative can fuel feelings of imposter syndrome and undermine our sense of self-worth. Many people find themselves questioning their abilities, not because of their true potential, but because of the constraints set by these external expectations. Recognizing the impact of the narrative is the first step toward change. By reclaiming our stories, we begin to challenge these limitations and redefine what is possible for ourselves. This process is essential for building genuine confidence and a stronger sense of identity. The first moral lesson centers on the nature of the shadow. It thrives on our emotional reactions, growing stronger each time we respond impulsively or let external events dictate our feelings. True liberation begins when we learn to observe our internal monologue, rather than being ruled by it. By consciously choosing how we interpret and respond to situations, we reclaim the power to define ourselves. This process involves embracing self-definition, rather than allowing the shadow to shape our identity through unchecked reactions. In mastering our inner world, we weaken the shadow's influence and move closer to genuine freedom. Begin by giving a name to the recurring negative stories you tell yourself. These scripts often manifest as persistent thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "I always fail." Write these narratives down to bring them into the open. Once identified, challenge each one by composing its opposite truth, such as, "I am capable and resilient." This process helps you recognize the influence of these scripts and empowers you to author a new, more positive narrative. By consciously rewriting your inner dialogue, you take the first step toward transforming your self-perception. The second actionable step is known as the worthy chapter test. Instead of allowing negative thoughts or past criticisms to dictate your actions, focus on writing new chapters in your life that genuinely reflect your values and self-worth. This means making choices that align with who you truly are, rather than simply reacting to old patterns or external judgments. By consciously creating meaningful experiences and setting intentions rooted in authenticity, you gradually build a narrative that supports your growth and confidence. Over time, these positive chapters become the foundation of your self-esteem, helping you move beyond limiting beliefs and toward a more fulfilling life. Embracing your inherent worth is a transformative step on the journey to self-empowerment. By choosing to wear your crown, you acknowledge your value and honor your unique story. This involves making deliberate choices that reflect your true self, rather than conforming to external expectations. Practicing authenticity can be a radical act, especially in environments that may not always celebrate individuality. Each conscious action you take to affirm your worth helps reinforce a positive self-image. Over time, these actions build resilience and confidence, allowing your authentic narrative to shine through in all aspects of life. As we come to a close, remember that you hold the quill to your own story. Each day offers a new page, waiting for your unique words and choices. Embrace the power to define yourself, independent of outside expectations. Your worth is inherent, not determined by others. By sharing this wisdom with those around you, you help create a world where everyone feels empowered to write their own narrative. Let your story be a testament to self-definition and the enduring value within us all. As we come to a close, remember to stay grounded no matter where life takes you. Embracing your true self is the foundation of lasting strength and resilience. Let your inner values guide your actions and hold on to the qualities that make you unique. In every challenge, trust in your own abilities and remain steadfast. Stay grounded, stay gold. Let your authenticity shine through in all that you do.